You all know that we've had videos sponsored by Mental Athlete Apparel, but what is their mission really about? How can playing chess lower the teen suicide rate? They were having a Chess in the Park event nearby, so we decided to pull up and check it out and see what Mental Athlete Apparel is really about.
The on-the-ground work is working with students, getting better at chess, but also just exercising their capacity to think, to critically evaluate things, and also mentor them through just the challenges of growing up.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Isaiah from Therapy Today. I am at one of the first community events for Mental Athlete Apparel. As you see, I'm rocking the shirt, and we're gonna join Aaron and Marty and all these guys who have been working so hard to promote chess in the community, promote mental athletes in the community, and they're working to just get the community involved, promoting chess as an outlet for kids to gain confidence in themselves. And so let's check out what they got going on today. This event was super poppin'. Even as I was pulling up right at the beginning of the event, the parking lot was already filled and we could hardly find a parking spot. More people kept showing up to play and connect and eat, and we got to connect with Coach Greg, who mentors a chess club, and he talked about what he enjoys most about watching kids and teaching kids how to play chess.
Watching trying to picture the wheels in their mind working at the chess game. The game of chess is really easy to learn. What makes the game of chess difficult or complicated is the human brain and the different combinations of how the pieces move that we as players can think. One of my mottos is that they never lose. Either they win or they learn. That is what I always tell my kids. They win or they learn. You never lose. Because no matter what, you're always learning something from the experience of playing a game of chess.
The way that Aaron planned it, this was not just a gathering for people to play chess. This was a community-wide event for people to play together, hang out together, to connect with each other. There was a ton of food and there was a ton of fun to be had. And then we had a surprise guest appearance. Hey man, tell me a little bit about your ride.
Hey, look, this is like this is a Polaris slingshot. We call it the Super Cycle. This is a special edition. It's the only bike in the world that's made by Polaris that has a bar on the back. I'm the inventor of the bar back here.
Oh yeah? Let's take a look.
See this bar here? It's called a sling bar. This is the first bar, right? The mark in this bar on this bike, that's why we call it the Super Cycle. Outside of that, it's Polaris slingshot. It's a 17 model SL Black Pearl edition.
After checking out the pretty sweet ride, I got to check in with Grady, who is one of the chess club's mental athletes, and get his thoughts on what this kind of event means to him as a mental athlete.
Helps me connect with other people in this community that also are mental athletes. Helps me kind of see how many of us there are, because I feel like mainstream sports or like athletic sports are much more popular and get a lot more notoriety than like mental sports, like debates or chess or things like that. So I like seeing that there are a lot of other people still like me.
So no question that the event was successful, people were coming out and having a great time. But again, how does the idea of chess connect with the concept of lowering the teen suicide rate?
The concept of a mental athlete is related to our goal of lowering the teen suicide rate and lowering teen bullying rates. We found when we were working with our chess club and the kids that many of them had experienced bullying. Many of them had reported being called nerds or geeks or something like that. And we find that this is a pretty common thing for kids to be made fun of if they have intellectual or academic interests, right? So we thought we can reshape this narrative. We can redo this narrative around intellectual life, that kids who are interested in academics should be supported in that. And so we thought of them as mental athletes rather than geeks or nerds. Now, some of the kids liked the idea of like being a geek and had embraced it. We said, you could also think of yourself as a mental athlete, right? One who excels in the life of the mind. So it's an effort to reconceptualize like how people think about themselves and their passions and things like this.
As I was learning, this is not just a local movement, but one with a bold template that other cities want to follow as well.
Because chess is a universal language, and it improves math and reasoning and rationality skills in the youth. And so if we can bring them all out, close some of those generational gaps and cultural gaps through chess, it could be a win. So this is a demonstration of that. This is a beautiful turnout, and I would like to see that in the city of Hampton. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here.
Really exciting news, right? But the question remains, what is a mental athlete?
A mental athlete is anyone who is skilled or trained in some arena to use their mind in a disciplined way that requires mental strength and mental resilience. Just as physical athletes require certain traits, right? They need to be physically strong, they need to have stamina and resilience in training. We at Mental Athlete Apparel think that in the life of the mind, you can have those very traits, right? Hard work, training, diligence, right? To build up mental strength, to build up mental resilience. And so those traits are valuable in all walks of life.
So at the end of the day, you might just think, well, it's just a chess game. It's just a community get together. Why does it matter so much? Why is this movement important? And so I caught up with Marty of Faith Walker to ask these very questions. Why is this movement important to the community?
This is about community healing. It's about, joining together, bridging gaps, and crossing the divide. You know what I mean? You got people out here sitting down playing with people they might not have ever spoke to or would ever speak to, but they're sitting down at Chess in the Park playing chess.
As you all can see, Mental Athlete Apparel is doing some awesome things in the community, partnering with local organizations, hosting local tournaments, supporting a local chess club, and it is branching out past just the local community to include other cities in the area as well. They are helping their mental athletes grow in confidence, reshaping what it means for students to have academic pursuits and not just physical pursuits. Make sure you check out their website below. Like we said before, 15% of all of their proceeds go to supporting local mental health organizations that are supporting youth mental health. And I'm gonna throw it back to Aaron to have the last word here.
We've now hosted 2 tournaments with Faith Walker as a mental athlete. And we've seen the students that have participated in that just grow in confidence. That's been one of the biggest things, is a kind of shift in attitude, realizing that if they put their minds to something, they can accomplish something pretty great. So we've seen students just get better and better at chess, but also just, again, more confident, more secure in their abilities and their willingness to push themselves mentally.